Hi Stampers, it's Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Today we are going to make this absolutely beautiful pocket card. It is such a great way to give your folds a different look, but it is very simple and easy to create. The inside, again, just becomes the pocket where you can also write a little more of a note to someone. So we're going to get started. We are bringing in our Simply scoring tool and our cardstock, which is Blackberry Bliss, measures 4.5 by 11. And we will score this paper at 5.5 and 1 1/2. From there, we will take our bone folder, and the card should fold in half, and you want to score the bottom, and then you want to bring that top part over and score it. And then, I keep forgetting this one, you want to bring in your Project Life corner rounder, and you want to round all 4 corners. Then we have a layered look, and this layered look will be made up of Hello Honey, which is the yellow on the bottom, and it measures 4 by 5 1/8, and then our Whisper White cardstock, which measures 3 3/4 by 4 7/8. Again, I use the Project Life corner rounders just to round the top corners. So now we get to go to the good part, and that is we are stamping, and we are using our Blendabilities. So I brought in just a scrap piece of Whisper White, my Memento ink, and I am using the flowers from Flower Shop, and it's going to be this flower in the bottom. I just thought it would be great to use as far as lots of different colors with. I have a mark in the back that just lets me know where my punch is, or where I need to stamp, so my punch will fit that part of the flower. I am stamping 2 flowers, and then I get the fun to color and use our Blendabilities. Our Blendabilities come in sets of 3. They start at light and go to dark, and I'm just going to give a base color of yellow, and I'm sorry, of Daffodil Delight, and this is the light color on the Daffodil Delight. There's 2 different sides, or 2 different tips, and this one is the flare, the other one is the fine tip, and I am going to use the flare. As I take this, you just really want to make little circles and go all the way around. As you do so, then you're just giving it just a nice little base. Someone had talked on a blog about yellow and how nice it looks at the bottom of the flowers, just to give it a nice little base. So I tried it out, and I really like the way that it looked. Now we also have our pumpkin pie, and our pumpkin pie starts off with our light, medium, and our dark. And this is what we're going to use today as our flower colors. So I'm going to start with my light, and I'm just going to give it a nice, easy layer over the top of the yellow, letting some of my yellow just show. And you know, the best thing about these Blendabilities is that it is okay if you make mistakes, because you always have the opportunity that once the ink dries, you can go back in and blend the colors. It's also really fun because when you see lines, you want to go back and then blend the colors. And so that is my light, and then I'm going right in with my medium. And the medium, I'm just going towards the side, kind of making a nice little triangle in the sides. Again, I just want something where I can have a little lightness on the insides and a little bit of darker on the outside. As you can see, I am not doing my circles on this one. It's more just kind of making an area that you can really see the light, the dark, and the medium. And then I'm going in and I am finishing with my dark. And this one is the one that I'm just going to take around the edges. I'm just really trying to blend all the colors together. And I will show you in just a minute what I have done so you can see the 3 different colors as they are going around. Again, whenever you're dealing with the blendabilities, you want to keep the ink wet when you give it just a minute to dry. Then you can go back in and add just a little more color. All right, from here now, I just want to give it the look of the light color again. And I'm just going to blend it all back together where I will add my circles, and I will try to get the medium, dark, and light all to come together. Again, also just leaving a little hint of yellow on the outside. Or I'm sorry, yellow on the inside. So I don't know if the camera will pick up, but there you can see where the darker is on the outside, then the medium, and then the light is on the inside. Now, if you don't like, a lot of times you may say, oh my goodness, I want it to be just a little bit lighter. This is our color lifter. And the color lifter does not erase colors, but it kind of moves the colors. And so I just really want a lighter area on the inside. And I'm just doing circles on the inside, and I'll show you just the difference in just a minute. Can you see now where you've really started to pick up the color? So now, and as you can hear, when I put the lids on all of these, I just have them lightly on, and then they just kind of snap right into place. And that's exactly what you want to hear when you are done with this. So it gives it just the opportunity to keep your ink lasting a long time. Now I'm bringing in my pansy punch, and I'm going to line up my flower, a little punch, have it come out. So now I have my 2 flowers. Then I am bringing in my pearls, and I am going to color my pearls with my marker. And again, I'm just using the light Daffodil Delight. And this goes on so great. Oh my God. I just really enjoy this. And the color will stay, and you do not have to worry about whether the color will fade, run. It doesn't at all. As I pick them up, I'm going to place them just right in the middle. All right, so now my flowers are done. So now I can start to put the card together. So I'm bringing back in my pocket card, and we have these absolutely fabulous designer series paper stacks, and this one is called Moonlight. And oh my goodness, if you get the opportunity just to see, it's a double-sided paper. They're smaller sheets, and they are just so much fun to deal with. And they go great with our Blackberry Bliss. I am using the designer series paper that does have these wonderful little check marks in them. I really enjoy this. I got out my snail, and all I'm going to do is add some snail and place this onto my pocket. I am then going to take this incredible, oh my God, I love this. It's the stitched ribbon that is Blackberry Bliss, and oh my goodness, I love this stuff. It feels so good to touch it, hold it, you work with it, you create absolutely beautiful things with these ribbons. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So I am just getting my ribbon ready, and again, a lot of times I'm a little bit all thumbs, so I use my scissors to help me out so I can make a pretty nice bow. I'm going to get out my ribbon scissors and clean it up just a little bit. And bringing in my flowers that I just created. Whenever you see the back this saturated after you've done Blendabilities, you know you have done well, because that's what you want your flowers to look like. And I am just going to put on 2 of the dimensionals. And I like the 2 because I like it to sit down below, because you will find that a lot of times these flowers sometimes stick up just a little bit on the bottom, and I just want them to really adhere the ribbon down. I want the pockets to look great. I mean, look at that. That is the start of a great card. Great card. I absolutely love it. And then I am bringing back in my insert into my pocket card, and I have from the stamp set lots of thanks. I have just this beautiful thank you, and I'm using this one, and I'm just going to put that in the corner with my Blackberry Bliss ink. I'm going to give it a little tap, and I love to just make sure that I have the stamp on straight and the ink is not running all over the place. And voila, I have my card done. It did not take a lot of time. I have done another card that, if you can see, I used the new textured embossing folder called Lovely Lace. Then I decided I wanted to get just a little more creative, and so I went with Tempting Turquoise, and this is Mellow Mambo. And I added a little bit of texture at the bottom, and that texture is called Wood Grain. I don't know if you can see it. And again, I used the Blendabilities on this, and I added just a little bit of the flowers. So again, this is Kevon at ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. I hope you have a great Fancy Fold Friday and a great weekend. Thank you for spending your day with me. Bye-bye.